right, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Focal Point. A Tale of Two. They contacted me. I had never heard of them. Asked if they could set something up here. I listened to them and I knew right off that it was going to be a good show. So they've played the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, Focal Lines International. They're making the circuit, and they're starting to make a name for themselves. So anyway, I think I'm just going to stop talking and turn it over to A Tale of Two. Thank you.
How we doing, y'all?
Good.
Let's hear it for Jeff, y'all. How was that? How was that intro? Yeah. Running scared, got across to bed, praying for relief. Southbound over hallowed ground, hiding from the heat. They say shot a man for $100,000, but he swears you best believe. He said the devil to the deed, not me. The devil to the deed, not me. The story goes how we claimed his plot. Sold his soul down in the road, laying one moonlit night. He met a girl, promised his whole world, said he'd give her anything. When the devil heard him sing, she played him like a king. Oh, oh, won't let me go, the devil won't set me free. Good evening, everyone. How are we tonight? Happy Friday. Y'all, this is our first time in your beautiful city. Thank you so much for having us. We were driving through from Nashville today, and I got a very quick pic of the Arc thing, and I got a quick pic of the Arc thing, and a Busch Stadium, and yeah, that's what we've seen of St. Louis. So we're pretty excited. Yeah, go to the zoo? Oh, do we have time to go to the zoo? A free zoo? Oh my gosh, you had me at zoo, and you had me at free. Goodness. Y'all, we are so excited to be here. Thank you so much for coming out to see us tonight. Thanks for being here and supporting live music. We're so honored. My name is Stephanie. This is Aaron. We are a tale of two. And what do you want to say tonight?
I don't know, you're covering all the ground already.
Oh, I generally do.
I know. You don't trust me with the microphone.
I really don't.
No.
There's a reason for that. As the night goes on, you will see why.
That song was called The Devil Did the Deed, Not Me, and you can use that as an alibi the next time you get yourself in trouble. I'm sure it'll work swimmingly. And it feels more appropriate as we get closer to Halloween, which is nice. A little spookiness. And this next song, I always say Stephanie wrote about me. It's called You Ain't Nothing But a Fool.
Yeah, so we will get into this as the evening goes on. But, I'm originally from West Virginia. Anybody else? That's a no.
Wow, there's always usually one.
There's generally one, and we're immediate friends. So I don't know, y'all here in St. Louis, educate me. Are we considered what are we here? We're not the South, are we? We're the Midwest. We are the Midwest. So tell me about sayings in the Midwest. In the South, we have a saying that says, especially when you're from a small town as I am, you put your crazy on the front porch and you give it a cocktail. Because everyone's going to know anyway, because that's what small town life is. Do you all have that saying around here? No. Well, you should adopt it, because, you know, it is what it is. You may as well celebrate the insanity that we all have. So that's kind of what this next song is about. You put your crazy on the front porch and you just give it a cocktail and say, yep. There it is. Last time's coming round again. Lord, he's on another bench. Listen how this rooster crows at dawn. Another empty promise coming on. I've been on this train 1,000 times, charmed by many a loving lie, thick like sweet molasses on the tongue. But honey child, your rambling days are done. You say you will, but you won't. Say you do, but you don't. And I cannot do this no more. You ain't nothing but a fool. Nothing but a fool. I know everything you've done, and I've watched this slowly setting sun fade to the shade of misty gray. But it's time to give you up and walk away. You say you will, but you won't. Say you do, but you don't. And I can't can I do this no more? You ain't nothing but a fool, nothing but a fool. Thank you. So, do any of you out there have some partners like that? You don't want to say it.
They don't want to say.
You don't want to say it. You don't want to admit it. It's all right. It's all right. You just keep that in the back of your mind. I get it. All right. I know you got to go home with that person tonight. Nobody wants an argument. It's all right. Of course, I have to ride in a car with him. So.
Yeah. We are taking my car, though.
Yeah, we are taking your car.
I do have the key. Actually, you have the keys. You can run off.
Very true.
I might be left to you.
Very, very true. All right. Do we have any history geeks or book geeks in the house tonight? I am. Nobody else? You? Are you the only one? Should we start our own book club? Nobody else? Yeah, okay. It's starting to come out. So, I love history. A lot of our songs are kind of based on a lot of history and folklore and different things. I love to read. I love knowing what happened in the past and how people lived and what their lives were like. And I came across this book, this biography about these two people, and it was so fascinating because I really started to think, why, out of all the people in the world and all the stories, why do some go on and exist and some are just lost forever? And what we do know about what goes on, is it real? Has it been fabricated at this point? Is it completely glamorized, or is it exactly what it was? And we're never going to know because we weren't there. So this brought up a whole bunch of questions, and we decided to write a song about it. So we're going to go on a little car ride right now, do a little bit of a journey. If y'all can figure out who we're talking about before we get to it, feel free to shout it out. Texas slums, two hearts blazed and couldn't be caged, so they lived life on their own. Times was hard everywhere, not much left to choose, but steal a car and drive it far and fast like lovers do. Was it just a joyride to have a little fun till things got out of hand, then nothing could be done? Was it cruel intention? Was it suicide? A true romance Stern deadly dance for two kids' names. See, you all know.
You're all a bunch of know-it-alls.
Bonnie and Clyde. Marked by the law since he was small, Clyde never had a chance. Bonnie fancied Hollywood, be damned to circumstance. They crossed state lines 100 times, a myth they would have sung, until the day their gamble made the murder with a gun. Were they cold-blooded killers, evil at a glance, or depression-era saints fighting for a chance? Were they painful choices made? Were they flying high? And sure they show these outlaws know they'll never be taken alive. They seeked? Was redemption out of reach? Could they not afford to ask the Lord to deliver what he preached? How can one survive, forever turn the tide, when the devil bets with no regrets and angels cease to fly? As they drove that stolen Ford, a hail of bullets screamed no mercy for their sins. It was death for Bonnie and Clyde, together till the end. They were vilified and glamorized like none we'd ever seen. Two bad seeds fulfilling a need to live the American dream. Gone but not forgotten, their story still survives. Their fates align, their souls entwined forever. That's Bonnie and Clyde. The story before we even said it. How many stories have been forgotten and how many stories go on? Isn't it interesting? The book was called Go Down Together, and it was a very interesting one if you all were into biographies, and especially about the time period. I'd highly recommend it.
You finally landed at the same time. I always try and get you, and you
He always
finally
tries
got
to
me.
trick me. I know.
You got it. Good job.
Thanks. Thank you.
Just feel it that time.
I could feel it. Yeah. All right. Just let him go with that.
Nobody wants to hear an out-of-tune guitar. Unless you're into that kind of thing.
You're our kind of audience. We love that.
You say that. You say that.
I just realized, too, on the way out the door today, I brought my normal mascara, not my waterproof, so I'm going to have raccoon eyes by the time y'all meet me. So be prepared for that. I always think about these things far too late.
Far too late. So
Far too
close,
late.
yet so far.
Yeah.
Yes, just this morning. You had the chance.
Had the chance.
You just let it slip away.
Anyway.
So, every song, well, the second song, Ain't Nothing But a Fool, is on our first EP. I almost skipped a song. My bad. And that last song and our first song of the night is going to be on our upcoming record. We're about halfway done with right now. And that's been a really cool process to record, especially since our first record was during COVID, which is not so cool. But this has been a lot more cool. And we've had some great players on that record. It's been really fun. Gosh, just a lot of heavy hitters in Nashville. And, of course, Billy Contreras, which is fun. If you don't know him, he's like a fiddle god. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So, this next tune is one of yours.
Yeah. I don't know what you all have weather-wise out here, but in Nashville, and I spent a lot of time in Mississippi growing up too. My relatives are down there, and it's like a really hot day in the summer, and then all of a sudden, and like in the afternoon, it gets like oppressively hot, and it's like the heat just like hugs you, and it's just awful, and then all of a sudden the sky turns black, and then we have this crazy thunderstorm for like 10-15 minutes, and then it just stops, and then the sun comes up, and then the steam rises from the pavement, and everyone goes about their day. And it's crazy. It's like, well, I don't know what that means. It's just a lot of drama all of a sudden. Do y'all have that here? Does that happen? Yeah. So actually, it was hotter here today than it was in Nashville when we left this morning.
I never thought I'd feel it. It was like Nashville is the heat center of the world.
It's just as hot here. So we were hoping to escape to some fall, but I guess not. Anyway, so this next song's about that. I was sitting on my balcony, and one of those storms hit, and there's this big tree in front, and it was going so hard. I thought the tree was going to snap in two. It was just crazy. And then all of a sudden, everything stopped at the same time, and the sun came up, and it was like, everything's going to be all right. So I wrote a song. It's called Willow Sway. Willow tree, bend for me as the humid sky turns gray. Caressing breeze, hear the thunder breathe and dance. My willow sway. I was alone and chilled to the bone as the lightning flashed the sky. My body moans to feel you coming home to dance. My willow sway. This honeysuckle sweet, though she's caged and incomplete, and I don't know what to do, lying here without you. You should know how I need you so. Feel me trembling inside. It may be wrong, but I'll be hanging all night long to dance. My willow sway. Thank you. Next time y'all have a thunderstorm, put that on. See how it makes you feel. So we got here a little early today, and we walked down the street, and we ate. What was the wonderful bar we ate at? Crow's Nest. It was really good, y'all. I liked it. I went with the Caesar salad, trying to be good.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I just need something light, stay on my feet, you know, have a lot of energy for the show. And I'm like, that honey chicken mac and cheese looks pretty good.
Fried chicken mac and cheese.
I know. I was like, wow, that is probably the most unhealthy thing on the menu, but I'm just going to have to try it. I mean,
That was dang good. It's a good thing we don't live here, be eating that a lot.
yeah, so we went halvesies. I was like, yeah, if I get this,
Oh,
I might need a few bites of that lettuce, just so I'm on my feet.
Oh, yeah. What a cool little neighborhood. And then there was the bookstore. I love bookstores. I wanted to go in and we had no time. So next time we come, I'm going to come way hours early. So
Yeah, next time I will not get now that I've had the fried chicken mac and cheese, I will stay away.
Right.
For the sake of...
Sure you will. It was very good. Y'all live in a cool area. I like it.
All right.
This next song is off our original EP that came out, 2 years ago now. What are we doing? 2 years. That went by fast. Yeah. COVID, Corona light, yeah.
Do y'all see things like pre-COVID and post-COVID? Like I can't even remember what was. Isn't it weird? I don't know. It's so strange.
Before the dark times.
Before the dark ages.
Yes. So we recorded our record during COVID and wrote a lot of the music. And this is one of those songs as a songwriter that comes kind of easy, and that doesn't happen too often, at least for us. And it's just one of those songs you find a little hook, and here's another line, and it all falls into place. So I found this term called Chicago lightning, and I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. I thought, what could that mean? And it was a term for gunfire between cops and Capones. So I thought, wow, that's so unique, so cool. Like, let's write a song about that. And so we found all this 1920s prohibition slang, and so we wrote a tale about a bootlegger who refuses to abide by the law.
Y'all, there are so many poetic terms that were used 100 years ago that we don't use anymore. And my question is why? Language was so much cooler then.
Yeah.
So my goal is to bring it back. So we will discuss our favorite terminology after this.
Stephanie's a teacher for her day gig, so everything has to be a discussion at the end.
Education is good, y'all. Education is a good thing. Yeah, you will get graded, so
I
make
promise
sure you listen.
you will not be graded. I will not let that happen.
But here's the thing, when you live in Nashville and you're around all these people, they're like, oh yeah, I had 3 writes today and I did this. We'll stare at a wall for like 6 months until we finally write a line. So it's a whole different process. But this song came pretty easy, so I hope you enjoy it.
Chicago lightning, sinners back in town. I ain't no prohibition man, so fast to watch around. Well, Chicago lightning, trouble on its way. I best put down that second round for the feds blow me away. Can't save my soul. Down me river, about top gin, merrily I go.
sound, howling at the moon till the early break of dawn. Oh, Chicago lightning, top shelf ossified. The flappers dance and the band is France and the gin joint comes alive. Oh, Chicago lightning, want it wet or dry. Teetotaler preach, coppers sneak, let the rocker keep me high. Oh, no, 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 Lord can't save my soul. Down the river, the bathtub gin, merrily I go. No, 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 treehouse I'll be gone. Boo-boo sound, howling at the moon till the early break of dawn. The blind pig done loving me till the morn. Oh, Chicago lightning, skid row I go. I need no prayer, the buck stop here. Devil moon take me home. Devil moon take me home. Devil moon take me home. No, 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 Lord can't save my soul. Till I die, I bide my time, let the moonshine flow. No, 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 to my grave below. Lightning come, my day is done. Devil moon take me home. Devil moon take me home.
So y'all, next time, instead of saying, I went down to the bar to get drunk, you say, I went to the Blind Pig and got ossified. Isn't that cooler? Like, why did we stop saying that? Way more poetic. Way more poetic. What's your favorite term in that song?
Rock gut.
You like rock gut?
Yes. Put some hair in your chest.
Yeah,
Drink some rock gut.
rock gut.
What would rock gut be now? Like barefoot? Tanqueray straight?
I like
Can I just have a glass of Tanqueray, nothing in it? Be pretty,
I don't know. I think I think Tanqueray's missing the formaldehyde that the bathtub's in. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Lovely.
Maybe. Yeah.
Lovely, yeah.
I don't know. Sheba's.
Shavers.
Sheba's is better than.
It's a little bit of a derogatory term.
It's slightly, yeah, but it sounds better than the ones we have today.
True.
So
Yeah.
a little bit better. Would you like to discuss a third member of the band? Andrew?
Yes, we are a tale of two, but we do have a third member, and it's my trusty drum suitcase, named Miss Evelyn by a very assertive gentleman in Door County, Wisconsin, very adamant about that. I said, okay, that's what the name's going to be. And it's a gentleman out of Waynesville, North Carolina, builds these, and I wanted to add some percussion to the show and have a little oomph at times, and so started looking up some drums and found this thing on Reverb and thought, my God, that looks absolutely phenomenal. And I picked it up, paid way too much money for it, and here it is today. And man, I had that thing for the first week, and I thought, wow, am I an idiot? I could not play this thing to save my life. Oh my gosh, it was like I was falling over and the rest of it, and I guess we got there, hopefully. think we've gotten a little better. Well, thank you.
We call it his Weight Watchers program.
Yeah. Doesn't do too good of a job, unfortunately. But, you know, I really love doing it. And, you know, we've done a few performing arts centers where somebody mics this thing up and it just sounds like a Def Leppard concert. Just like, man, what are you playing? Oh, I'm just playing an antique 1930s suitcase that somebody probably found at a flea market for $5. But, yeah.
But it works.
No, it's my drum that was handcrafted with German engineering and shipped over.
In North Carolina.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Miss Evelyn.
Miss Evelyn.
It's really funny, y'all, when we go on play dates, because you can't just put this suitcase, you know, on the plane. You got to pack the suitcase in another suitcase. So we had to go find a suitcase that could fit Miss Evelyn. So we did what everybody does. We went to TJ Maxx Home Goods.
Of course.
Where else would you go
Very
to
practical.
find a suitcase? And so we went in and we're looking around and all these things. And I saw, in my opinion, like the perfect suit. Like if it didn't work for this, I was going to buy it for me. I absolutely loved it. It was pink flamingos on the front, and it has pink and white polka dots on the back. It's a Betsy Johnson. It was like perfect. And I thought, that's the suitcase.
It's
and
not cool.
He's like, absolutely not. We're not getting this. And I said, this is going to fit. And Miss Evelyn fit in the Betsy Johnson, and that's of course what we left with.
Yeah.
So now, when we're at the airport and it's coming down the baggage claim, it's like you see it from a mile away.
I tried every suitcase in that store. I was so determined, and it was the only one that fit. And I even ordered one on Amazon. 2-day shipping, guess what? The only time in history Amazon said, oh, I'm sorry, that's going to be 3-day shipping. And we were on tour, and I said, you got to be kidding me. So we got off the first flight. I see it at baggage claim, and the little girl next to me, she looks at me and goes, I like your suitcase. Thank you.
But it's a win-win.
Thank you so much. Thank
now
you.
Miss Evelyn walks around in her Betsy Johnson pink flamingo. So if you see the pink flamingo coming off, maybe a tale or two's in the airport. It's pretty fun. We're gonna do one more song, y'all. We're gonna take a break. I hope you're enjoying your evening. I hope you haven't wasted your Friday night coming out to see us tonight. So we're gonna go back in the back, and please come say hey. Let us meet you. I know y'all see me coughing. I swear to you, I just have allergies. They won't stop. Allergies won't stop. I am not sick. So do feel you can come. There's no bubble. We're good. We're all good. So this next song, who like me can't stand technology? I hate it. What do I have now? I have an iPhone, 12? I guess?
You're not too ancient right now.
I don't
You're
know.
all right.
I can send a couple texts, and I can call and look at emails, and that's about all I can do. Everything else I have to pass it on. I just it's so like intrusive. It follows you. It finds you all the time. It's like I can't hide. I don't like it. And talking about language, you know, we don't have poetic language anymore. It's like K, BRB, you know, whatever. And nobody calls anymore. Nobody wants to talk. Everything's so fast, and I don't know. It just makes me really sad. We were up, actually, Aaron's from the great state of Massachusetts, and we were up at the New Bedford Whaling Museum, and we were looking at all the old ledgers with beautiful handwriting, you know, that people used to do, and it's just like, gosh, we're losing such a beautiful art form, you know, and so we wanted to write a song about that. We wanted to write a song about what it was like to pick up a pen and write a letter and actually send it. And then you have the anticipation. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, it's not immediate. They're not going to respond immediately. Are they going to respond at all? You got to wait. It's going to be mailed. It's going to go out. All of these things that, you know, we don't indulge in anymore that used to be the norm. So we wanted to write a song about it, and if it makes you all inclined to go write a letter to someone and have your handwritten stamp on there forever, please do it. It's so important. And I hope you all enjoy this tune. It's called The Letter. Thank you all so very, very much. Please stick around. We're going to take a very quick break. Come back and say hey. Thank you.
I'm going to turn this back over to Aaron and Stephanie and let them entertain us again. Thank you.
Hi, y'all. Hi.
So, we're going to do a cover. We don't do many, but we're going to do one. And of course, in traditional fashion with us, we have to do something a little more, something that differs from the realm of normalcy. And do we have any Tom Waits fans in the house?
You know how everyone always says, if you could have a drink with anyone, who would it be? For me, it would be Tom Waits. I want to find out from that man the characters he writes about, if they're real or if they're completely in his head. Because either way, they're nuts, and I want to know if they really exist or if he's just the nutty one and creates them all. Because what stories?
I would just say, who hurt you? Who hurt you, Tom? Who hurt you? Because what's going on up there?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really excited. In December, a friend of ours hosts an event, and it's for, is it for Second Harvest Food Bank?
Yeah, it's for something
I
like
think.
that, yeah.
And it's a charity event. They have silent auction and everything, and all the proceeds go for food. And it's a Tom Waits event, and so we get to go sing a few of our favorite Tom Waits songs. So this will definitely be on the list that night. So in Tom Waits fashion, of course, his verses go on for about 10 to 20. So we have narrowed it so we won't be here all night. But hopefully the story still comes through. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana and never coming home. Fallen James in the Tahoe mud, stick around to tell us all a tale. Well, he fell in love with a Gun Street girl. Now he's dancing in the Birmingham jail, dancing in the Birmingham jail. He took $100 off a slaughterhouse Joe, bought a brand new Michigan 20 gauge. He got all naked up on that roadhouse car, blew a hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette, a hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana and never coming home. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana and never coming home. He's sitting in a sycamore at St. John's Wood, soaking day off red and kerosene. He was blue as a robin's egg and brown as a heart, staying out of circulation till the dogs get tired, out of circulation till the dogs get tired. Now the rain like gravel on an old tin roof, the Burlington Northern pulling out of the world, with a handful of bourbon and a dream in the straw, and a gun sing, I'll never kiss a Gum Street girl again. Never kiss a Gum Street girl again. I'll never kiss a Gum Street girl again. Never kiss a Gum Street girl again. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, he ain't never coming home. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, he ain't never coming home. Coming home, ain't coming home. Gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. Thank you. Do y'all like my percussion skills there? It's about as much as you get with me playing an instrument, at least in time. So, funny thing is, so this is a tin cup I found in an antique store down in Franklin, Tennessee, which is very bougie, by the way, down in Franklin. So when I went in and asked for a prison cup, they thought I was a little strange. And then this was an organ peg that I thought was something. But this organ peg used to have a number on it, I guess, for the chord thing. The stop, yeah. And so we were doing a gig in Asheville, North Carolina, and I went banging on a table with it, and that thing shot off into the audience. And it was a little bit of pyro that we were not expecting in the show.
Yeah, we left the lasers at home tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah. So there for a while, I didn't play the tin cup because I thought I was going to hurt somebody, but I'm back to doing it now, so all was well tonight.
Yeah, so y'all look out over there. Be careful. She can't be trusted with a lethal weapon. Yeah. So,
Back to Tom Waits. I mean, who is Fallen James?
I don't know.
Who is
blows a
Slaughterhouse
hole in
Joe? Who blows a hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette? See what I'm talking about? Who are these people? Nuts.
Yeah.
I want to know.
I know. I want to know too.
Do you?
So, this next song, once we've finished our record and put a bow on it in 2021, you know, when you want to write a new project or a new record, you want to build off of what you're doing, but you need to progress and change and figure out how to, you know, write what feels current to you at that time. And that's why records are different, and that's why people cut records, you know. It's why people's sound changes and grows. And so it's really hard getting off the ground with that, because what are you going to do? You know, especially if you start fresh without any ideas, and you know, you have this whole other project and you're like, well, what do I do now? And you got to try and reinvent yourself. And so we were really productive after the release of our record, especially over COVID. We basically drank 2 bottles of wine a day on our balcony and watched the most pessimistic television you could ever imagine. The Sopranos, Mad Men, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and a little sprinkle of Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
which is just a little more cheer.
Into the day.
So we watched a lot of that, and just, you know, all of our friends. I learned 3 languages, and every single person on earth, or social media at least, learned how to bake sourdough bread. And apparently also was like amazing at illustrating it, and I'm like, what? Like, you drew a forest on your bread. Yeah. Like, how did you do that?
Yeah. No,
so,
we weren't that productive.
No, we were not. So, but anyways, we finally broke through the wall with this song, and
well, I got to give a shout out to how I broke. Aaron broke through first. He came up with this beautiful melody, and it kind of reminded me of some old country. We love old country. We could listen to old country all day long. What I mean by that, if there's any youngins in the room, I mean like Hank Sr. and Patsy, Cline, Chris Christopherson. You know, anything from like 2000 and back.
We did have some 90s country on today.
We did have some 90s country
in the Subaru on the way up. Little Brooks and Dunn.
But I just couldn't come up with any words. I just didn't know what to say. So I started thinking, you know, Marty Robbins always sang about some gunslingers and some ballads and some murder ballads, and he did it in such a gentlemanly crooner way. I think maybe I'll start listening to some Marty Robbins, and I did. And Marty Robbins, I credit the man for helping me break through and write his songs again. So thinking of Marty Robbins and putting it with Aaron's melody, we finally came up with this tune. So I y'all enjoyed it. Will be on the new album. It's called By the Light of the Moon. Beneath the starlight, moon burning bright, I held you close next to me as the band played a soft serenade, spinning around in a dream. Love glows as I look in your eyes, lost to the beat of our heart. We flew like a moment in time, drifting away in the sings a melody, calling me back to you, but I'll see you soon by the light of the moon. Come the sunrise, high in the clouds, memories shimmer with dew as the band fades and I slowly age, longing to be next to you. On the eve where spirits run free, we journey to our special place. Lovingly you shine next to me, and I can see your beautiful face. Sings the melody, calling me back to you, but I'll see you soon by the light of the moon. Sings a melody, calling me, it's true, I'll see you soon by the light of the moon. You and I dancing in time by the light of the moon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Good night. That's all right.
All right. Y'all, we got a couple more for you. We do so appreciate it. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So,
What are you doing?
I'm getting my cape on.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you. It's kind of important for this next song. So y'all, do keep up with us if you're enjoying what you're hearing tonight, and on our website or on YouTube especially, we're getting more active. We've invested in a lot of camera gear at home, and we're starting to introduce some monthly live streams and some a series which we haven't been keeping up as much just because we've been so busy, but it should be weekly and it will return to being weekly. What we call a cover tales series on YouTube, and it's just cover songs that we want to pick, and so it's fun. We just do them out of the house, and it's a great time. And
You'll get to see our messy living room.
Yeah.
You know, all that.
And yeah, so this next song is one of yours.
Yeah. So again, nobody's from the great state of West Virginia here, so you may or may not know what I'm talking about. But I always like to educate everyone on West Virginians, because a lot of people don't know that we have a lot of artisans and a lot of very special art up in the mountains. And a lot of people like to go out into the wilderness under the cover of darkness. They like to make their art in secret. And they generally go into the woods by a stream. Apparently water is very important to their art. And I don't know how, they build a fire, and then this copper thing just appears. I guess copper is natural to the wilderness. I don't really know, but it's just there.
It's like a deer in the forest.
It's like a deer in the forest, copper. Right there. And they make their art, and it's luscious. It's wonderful. And apparently this art is frowned upon by some. And luckily they make it and they transport it to people that can share in their art and keep the art alive. And so this song is it's about those wonderful people that create the art and keep the art going and have their family recipes and just, make it for fun. Because of course you don't buy it, it's not taxable. But it's not something you can go buy in the store. You have to know someone who knows someone, and then suddenly somebody gives you a paper bag and a smile. You just take it home. Midnight, the sky black is cold, and shadowy rolls down the hollow. A cigarette in one hand on the he's steady as steel, this man is unreal, driving back roads. He's the devil in flight, hauling 100 gallons in the cover at night to the juke joint. In the shanty cross town, the speakeasy underground. His addiction feeds till the dawn of the sun, and lightning speed, the revenues run like a fool. Try to catch him tomorrow. He drives a souped up Ford with a flat FEA across the county line. He don't hesitate, he can't lose. It's the bootlegger's blues. Danger shines in his eyes. Money is just his bit on the side. He's tall, kills with a grin, looks harder than sin as he trips it again down the mountain. Pushing 105, but up ahead he sees the law is standing by. Change direction with a 180 turn, lock it and spin and let the tires burn. His addiction feeds till the dawn of the sun, at lightning speed the revenues run like a fool. They'll try again tomorrow. He drives a souped up Ford with a flat V8. He's the reckless kind, he don't hesitate, he can't lose. It's the bootlegger's blues.
lie, we won't go down without a fight. He'd refuse. It's the bootlegger's blues. Oh no, we won't lose. It's the bootlegger's blues.
Thank you. Did y'all figure out what I'm talking about? Y'all had it? No, of course not. No. Well, you should, because it's really yummy.
Is that back in the merchandise?
Now, oh, yeah, I didn't bring my family recipe with me this trip. Next time, let me know. We'll bring you that paper bag. At one time, after singing this song long enough, in my liquor cabinet, I had bottles from Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia, Kentucky, and West Virginia.
Ooh, my.
I know. It was a good night.
Yeah. Might need a little Missouri pretty soon.
I've never had any Missouri.
It's got to be out there
It's
somewhere.
gotta be.
Somebody's got to be doing it.
Y'all know anyone? Let me know.
There's always one. There's always one.
Well,
So,
what song would you like to end with?
Y'all, this is going to be our last song tonight. And we just want to thank you again for coming out. And taking a chance on a small little duo in a big town.
It's been a big time.
And I would like to say, we had a very lovely conversation with all of the members here today, part of the focal point, and I would like to say, continue to support live music. We thank you for that. Continue to support this room. They provide an outlet for touring acts and local acts and indie acts and legacy acts and people
All genres.
of
which
all
is amazing.
genres, which is a rarity in the music scene for one room to do that. So please do continue to help support. And I know y'all here are going through a little bit of a situation regarding the local stations for promotion. And please do keep word of mouth. It's so important. And please share as much as you can on social media and continue to support. And we want to thank you for that. So
Thank you,
yeah, absolutely.
It's so important. Last night in Nashville, we got to open for the Nashville Shakespeare Festival, and I think it's their 35th year, I think they just said. And to see live theater, and to see people come out and support it, and to see you all come out and support live music, that was the thing over COVID that kept us up at night and kept us drinking wine every day, because we were just so nervous. We didn't know if it was going to come back, So you all have proven it is. So thank you for that, and thank you for this room. Thank you to Thomas and to Paul and to Jeff and all the wonderful volunteers here. And you guys have been so great, and we can't wait to come back again.
Yeah, you don't want to end that? Yeah, let's do that.
Try it.
Okay.
He always makes me sing the big songs
Big
when
songs.
he knows I'm about on the edge.
She's got the soft side. I'm the secret rocker. I always wanted to be Eddie Van Halen growing up.
Well, I've got the grit going on right now. Maybe it'll work out.
Yeah.
So you want
Little
to?
pyro in the background. You're gonna do the David Lee Roth jump off the stage.
I'm certainly not. Y'all don't want to even.
I love when you used to start busting out some like karate, and I'm like, where did you learn how to do karate? Okay, there we go.
I'm wearing some heels, y'all. I don't even walk downstairs very well in these things. I'm just gonna stand still. That's probably the best.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce the song?
I would. So this song made the final cut on our first EP, and we wanted it to be 6 songs. It's tough in the streaming age, It's like you want to write this big 13, 14 track record, and then you realize, wow, most people do not listen to full-length records anymore, especially people who discover you online. They fall in love with a song, and then they put you in a playlist, and there's 20 different genres and songs in there, and that's their summer mixtape on Spotify. That's their cassette on Spotify. So, we wanted to start a release with something concise that people can remember and might want to listen through the entirety of. And so this song made the final cut, and we wrote this during the recording process. We had a little bit of a break because our producer was changing studios, which is always interesting when you're recording because you're in a whole new space. But we had a few months, and we said, let's try and write some new tunes, and this one made the cut. So.
If y'all haven't figured out by now, we tend to write about people that have far more interesting lives than we do. And so, so this song is pretty much in line with that. We don't get to drive cool, 1920s Ford cars like Bonnie and Clyde did. We drive a Subaru.
Excuse me, I do drive a Subaru Outback,
Yeah.
and that's pretty cool.
It's pretty,
okay,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's anyway.
Top safety rating, good mileage, very spacious.
As I said,
so
we like to write songs about more interesting people than
I mean,
us. So
let's take it easy. I know it's no Corvette outside, but I don't want to be Tom Waits and have a hole in the hood of my Corvette. So.
yeah, right. Okay.
All right, this is a glorified depiction of our story. This song is called "Blood or Wine." Shameless plug, it's also on a couple of plastic wine glasses by the merch table, and it says "Blood or Wine," so you can show your friends.
And now you know why.
Try
Y'all, thank you.
Thank you all so very, very much. We appreciate you all coming out tonight. We appreciate being here. This has been a wonderful experience. Thank you all. We hope to be back soon. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's custom.
Okay.
Missouri thing.
Oh, it's a
yes.
Missouri thing. Okay. I remember that.
Must be in the water.
Well, then we'll end with this one that we were debating to end with. So I guess we will end with this one. You knew. You just read our mind. You read our mind. Well, thank you that you actually want to hear another one. You're not like running for the door. Okay. You haven't talked about your guitar tonight.
I'm not.
For those who don't know, this is a resonator guitar. And I might as well talk about it really briefly. They were guitars really popular in the Delta, Mississippi, 1930s. They were the precursor to electric guitars. The steel cone, or the plate here, there's a cone inside that looks like the stereo in your TV. And it was the original form of amplification. Excuse me. And so, yeah, if you play these acoustically, they're often quite louder than acoustic guitars, unless you're playing like a big dreadnought body, but otherwise, usually louder than most. So they've become quite popular, made a resurgence a resurgence in Nashville in recent years, and everybody's starting to put pickups in them and plug them in with effects and all that. So here we are doing that, and I never thought I would be 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be on stage with a resonator guitar playing slide with a drum suitcase, but here I am. All roads lead to unique roads, I guess. Whatever. So, yeah. So that's what that is. But
He's also a lefty. So,
yeah, it keeps my bank account safe, being left-handed.
Yeah.
So it's weird going to a guitar store. It's like you're just looking at all the pretty furniture. It's also kind of sad, you know? It's like, oh, these nice guitars I'll never be able to play.
Thank goodness, because we live in a tiny little apartment. We do not have room for more. Anyway, we're going to end, now we're going to end with the first song we ever wrote. And we don't write many love songs, as you can also see. I find love songs to be really boring, actually. How many times can you say I love you? No, whatever.
Don't ask Nashville that. Don't ask Nashville.
I think it's a lot more fun to write about the dark side of life, dark characters. But I don't know. I guess if we had a love song, this would kind of be it, maybe.
Wouldn't be a Nashville love song.
No.
Cold beer.
No.
Cold night.
Oh my gosh. Why did you ask for it? Now we're going to go on to this. I'm so sorry.
After a football game. Pickup truck, back road. All right.
Yeah. No. That is not what this song's about.
There's always a line about whiskey and her daddy and my tractor and whatever. Come on. Mama.
Mama has to be in the song. Yeah, I know. Good times. Good times.
Okay, here we go.
See what you started?
Get serious.
Here's our love song. Twilight is slowly fading, moonlight is softly gazing down. Hush away all the aching, silence the soul that's breaking down. Stay with me, won't you stay?
stay with me. Oh, you stay with me and be mine till morning light. Oh, you stay with me tonight. Won't you stay with me?
Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all so much. We so appreciate it. Thank you. We now love St. Louis. Thank you all.